There are lots of really expensive options out there for noise canceling headphones currently. Bose has a bunch, Sony has a bunch, there's Bang Olufsen, B&O is often called. But I gotta be honest, I don't have the money to spend that much on headphones right now. And so what I picked up about 6 months ago was the Plantronics Backbeat Pros. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. 6 months, maybe 8 months of use with the Plantronics Backbeat Pro. Let's start by talking about the build quality of these headphones. Unlike some of the other offerings, they do feel a little bit, say, plasticky or less expensive, cheaper than some of the other options. Even, say, the Bang Olufsen headphones that I tried or tested in store, they just had a weight to them that the Plantronics don't have. Now, this is also kind of an advantage because they simply just stay comfortable on your head. They're not that heavy. They always, through multiple hours of listening, 8-9 hours of listening sometimes, they have stayed comfortable the entire time on my head. I like them. As far as the ear cups go, they are over ear. They are not on ear, which is good because I hate on ear headphones. And they are comfortable, 5 to 7, 10 hours in the day, totally comfortable. They seal well. They never feel like you're clamping too hard on your head. And they also don't feel, at least with the noise canceling, like there's back pressure going against your eardrums, which I know some people don't like. On the noise canceling front, they're good. I really like them a lot. In the store, they're not quite as nice as some of the other Bose options, some of the other Bang & Olufsen options, but they're really good and they're, half price. So that's it. One thing I have noticed when I'm sitting in my office and it's relatively quiet, maybe I'm just trying to take the edge off the kids playing upstairs, is that you do hear a bit of a tick in the background sometimes when it's really quiet. But the advantage is that often it's so quiet that I just turn off noise canceling and then they're silent. They're just a set of headphones. They're not doing noise canceling, but my environment isn't loud, so I don't actually need the noise canceling. When I'm sitting in Starbucks, anything like that, they take a lot of edge off. Where every once in a while I'm like, oh, it's kind of noisy. I should turn on noise canceling, and I realize I just turned it off. And I'm like, oh, it's way louder than I thought it was. And the noise canceling takes a good edge off everything, really. I like that a lot, and I very much appreciate noise canceling when I'm working out and about, when I'm working at Starbucks. It's excellent. Battery life on these headphones, I don't even know what they say. I don't actually care about battery life in many ways because my measure is, if I charge them, once a week, once every couple weeks, are they always full when I need them? Do they ever run out? And what I can say after, 6-8 months of use is they're just always full when I need them. They're never out. That's it. I charge them every few weeks when I feel like, hey, I've used these a lot, and I plug them in, and usually even when I've checked the battery just before, because it tells you audibly when you turn it on, I almost always hear the battery is high. I very rarely hear the battery is medium. Even with, using them a couple days in the week, multiple times, for multiple weeks, they are just good. They also report battery level to iPadOS, so I can see what the battery level is anytime I want just by looking at whatever device they're connected to. Now, the built-in mic, it's decent. It's not spectacular, but it's decent. I know when I've tried to take calls in a loud environment, it's not doing great noise rejection, and people say it's really hard to hear you, but it's decent. I use it in my office for calls regularly, and I've never had any complaints from anyone. They all say it's fine. In a quieter room at one of our local coffee shops where it's usually, just 1 or 2 people working, not in the main loud room, people say my audio is just fine. I have found that my wireless Trex Airs are better. That's what people tell me anyways on a call. That's actually why I had hoped the Surge 3D headphones would be better with their mic that came closer to your mouth, and they were just terrible. If you want to know more about these bad headphones that you should never buy, the Surge 3Ds, I'll put a link up here, and you can see it and know that you're never going to buy these headphones because they're terrible. For controls, on the left ear cup, these have play, pause, and they have forward and back. There's also a ring outside those main controls that lets you adjust the volume up or down depending on what you need. They also have on the left ear cup a 3-position switch for no noise canceling, or a version that lets the audio of the outside through. I never use the let the outside through audio just because I don't, because you don't actually hear what you want at the same time. I suppose if you want to have a conversation quick, you can flip it on, but that feels kind of rude to me, so I always just take them off. And they do auto pause whatever you're listening to when you take them off. That's a great feature. On the right ear cup, they have the power button. If you hold it all the way up and hold it, it'll try to pair to another device. And these pair to 2 devices just fine. I actually like how these pair over top of Apple's offerings like the Backbeat Pro, which I'll be reviewing in an upcoming video. I like it more because I can just switch which device I'm playing from and it starts coming through my headphones. Unlike the Backbeat Pro, where I have to go to the device and choose the headphone and then take over the audio for that headphone. Yeah, it's actually just better. I prefer this more. I did like how the Backbeat Pro, once I paired it to one device, had pairing for all my devices. That was nice, but that's about it. On the right ear cup, they also have a mute button. So if you want to mute your audio for something, you can just reach up and hit that and you're good to go. They also have on the right ear cup a single button right in the center that you can use to trigger your assistant device of choice. Nice button. I actually don't use it that much though. I don't know why I don't use it. I really prefer being able to just say from the Backbeat Pros, yeah, be quiet Siri. And then getting to use the device right away without having to like activate it with an extra press. I use that far more now that I have the Backbeats than I did anything else. I really never used Siri with the headphones. These headphones charge with micro USB, which kind of sucks. I want to see USB-C on everything. They also have a 3.5mm jack to use with your phone if you just need to plug it in. I've never used it. I pulled out the cable once to try it and I was like, why? Like, I've never used it. But if you need a wired connection for some reason, you can use it that way. I just never have, and I don't plan on doing it. I've actually been on the wireless headphone train for like years and years with my running headphones. So I like wireless. Let's just keep wireless, people. Really, the final question is, should you buy the Plantronics Backbeat Pro 2s? I think, yeah, they're really good set of headphones. If you're looking for a reasonably inexpensive pick in the noise canceling market because you are working in loud environments, you want to cut some of those extra noises down, you want to take them on planes, stuff like that, they're good. I have no complaints for any of those environments. If you're looking to take a call in a slightly noisy environment, these are probably not what you want though. They're just not going to do what you need. They're not going to provide the sound quality that you need. In which case, I don't actually have a good recommendation for you. I don't know what would be a great recommendation right now for a headset that would take calls in a noisy environment and do a decent job at rejecting the external noise. I just don't have an option for you yet, so you're on your own. If you have an option for me, let me know. Ultimately, after 8 months, I'm really not looking for a new option. I am as happy as I can be with these. They never die on me, they are comfortable all the time, and I'm quite happy using them regularly. So yeah, I like them. I think you should buy them if you're just looking for something to cut the noise out in loud working environments. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, then give me a thumbs up. If you loved it, if I'm just so dashingly good looking that you must watch all of my videos, then subscribe. But don't hit that stupid bell notification. Honestly, because I would never do it. I don't want notifications all the time. I'll watch the videos when they're interesting. So hopefully I keep them interesting for you.